The world of Nigerian podcasts was shaken on February 14, 2025. Popular media personality Nedu Wazobia announced his resignation from the highly successful podcast, The Honest Bunch. He broke the news to fans via an emotional Instagram post. The announcement came as a shock to many. Nedu had been an integral part of the podcast since its inception. He was known for his humor and candid opinions. The Honest Bunch, founded by Glitch Africa in 2022, had gained a reputation for its unfiltered discussions. The podcast tackled controversial topics head-on. Nedu, alongside co-hosts Husband Material, Deity Cole and Ezin, had cultivated a loyal following. They were loved for their honesty and humor. Fans eagerly tuned in every week. So, Nedu's sudden departure left many bewildered. What could have pushed Nedu to such a drastic decision? The answer, as it turned out, lay in a storm of controversy. It all started with an episode featuring guest and comedian Dion. Little did anyone know that his appearance would trigger a chain reaction. This would ultimately lead to Nedu's exit. The Honest Bunch had always courted controversy, but this time it seemed the price was too high. Nedu's resignation shone a light on the often murky waters of online fame. It underscored the personal cost of public scrutiny. The controversy that engulfed The Honest Bunch started with an allegation. During his appearance on the podcast, comedian Dion made a serious claim. He alleged that fellow comedian VDM, Martin's Vincent Otzi, was involved in same-sex relationships. He further claimed that VDM had received financial benefits in exchange for sexual favors. This accusation set off a firestorm on social media. The allegation against VDM was a serious one, particularly within the context of Nigeria. Same-sex relationships are criminalized in the country. The revelation sparked heated debates online. Some condemned Dion for making such a claim publicly. Others questioned the validity of his statement. The podcast, usually known for its lighthearted banter, had stumbled into a minefield of controversy. Dion's allegation had far-reaching consequences. It not only put VDM in the spotlight but also dragged The Honest Bunch into the fray. The podcast was accused of providing a platform for unsubstantiated claims. The hosts, including Nedu, faced criticism for not challenging Dion's statement. The incident marked a turning point for the podcast. It brought unwelcome scrutiny and placed Nedu at the center of a storm he hadn't anticipated. The Honest Bunch, once a haven for unfiltered conversations, was now navigating a delicate situation. The allegations against VDM had opened a Pandora's box. It exposed the potential pitfalls of their open discussion format, and for Nedu, this was just the beginning of his troubles. Instead of directly addressing the allegations made against him, VDM chose a different route. He retaliated with a series of accusations against Nedu himself. He accused Nedu of demanding sexual favors from content creator JoJo in exchange for movie roles. He further alleged that Nedu had affairs with several women who appeared on his show. He specifically named influencers Saida Boje and Joju Flele. VDM's accusations did not stop there. He claimed that Nedu had tried to bribe him with a car to appear on the podcast since 2024. When VDM refused, Nedu resorted to defamation through Dion's allegations, according to VDM. He painted a picture of Nedu as someone who used his platform for personal gain and manipulation. He even claimed that guests on The Honest Bunch either paid to appear or were paid to create controversy. The podcast, he insisted, prioritized views and sensationalism over truth and integrity. VDM's accusations further fueled the controversy. Social media became a battleground for supporters of both sides. Nedu found himself defending his reputation against a barrage of accusations. The situation spiraled, pulling more people into its vortex. The back-and-forth allegations created a toxic atmosphere. It became increasingly difficult to discern truth from fiction. The Honest Bunch, once a platform for laughter and entertainment, was now synonymous with scandal. Amidst this chaos, Nedu made a decision. He decided to step away from the podcast to protect himself and his family. On February 14, 2025, Nedu announced his resignation from The Honest Bunch. In his statement, he cited the need to protect his peace of mind, his family, and the integrity of the show he helped build. The weight of the controversy, the constant scrutiny, and the unfounded accusations had taken their toll. He acknowledged the personal cost of being in the public eye, especially when entangled in such a messy situation. Reactions to Nedu's resignation were mixed. Some, like comedian Dion, expressed support for his decision. Dion, who had initially sparked the controversy, defended Nedu. He accused VDM of lying and manipulating the situation. He called for public support for Nedu and even suggested a police investigation into VDM's claims. Others were critical of Nedu's decision to step down. Public figure Osai Success, for instance, called Nedu weak for resigning. He believed that Nedu should have stayed and fought to clear his name. However, Nedu stood firm in his decision. He believed that his departure was necessary to salvage his reputation and protect his loved ones. The Honest Bunch continues without Nedu, with the remaining hosts trying to navigate the aftermath of the controversy. The podcast's future remains uncertain. What is clear, however, is that the controversy has left an indelible mark on all involved. Nedu's departure served as a stark reminder of the often unseen consequences of online fame. It highlighted the importance of responsible dialogue and the need for grace in the face of accusations. It also underscored the personal sacrifices sometimes demanded by the pursuit of honesty.